I have nothing. I have an air mattress, cat tower, and now I have a little table. That's it. So, yeah, that's my life here in Utah. Cheers, my friends. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome from my empty apartment, from my empty new apartment. No, I still don't have any furniture. I'm really upset, even though I don't sound like it. But I did send a very angry email to my moving company today because I should have had my furniture. Well, my furniture was supposed to be delivered last Friday and I still don't have a thing. So the only thing I have in my apartment right now is this cat tower behind me for my pets, which I purchased on Amazon. Hey, this was really cool. I actually put this together by myself. I'm so impressed because I'm not talented at all when it comes to handicrafty things, but this was foolproof, so I will link it down below in case you want to check it out. I'm sitting on my air mattress. That's where I sleep. I just bought a table, a little TV table where you can eat, like you can place by your couch and where you can eat. Even though I don't have a couch, but I did buy a couch, which I don't have yet, but it's gonna come next week. And the table I bought also on Amazon, and that's where my laptop is placed on right now. Yeah, I'm still sighing pretty heavily because, yeah, I recently moved from South Carolina to Utah, so that's over 2,000 miles. We drove all the way, and this is kind of what this video is about too. So I wanted to talk a little bit what it's like to move, to do a long distance move with pets. So I did this long drive with my daughter and my three pets. I have one dog right here in the back. I have two cats. There's one, and the other one is hiding somewhere. So I want to talk a little bit about that and give you some tips, some things I've learned, some things I've already known and that worked well, other things that didn't work at all. But yeah, what is it like to move with pets? So I can only talk about moving with dogs and cats because I don't have any other pets. So living in Utah, what is living in Utah like? I'm not going to talk about that today. So one interesting fact I want to share about Utah before I get into the gist of my video is that if you like drinking wine like I do, you can't just grab a bottle of wine while you go grocery shopping because they don't sell any alcohol in grocery stores. They do sell beer up to 5%, but I'm not a beer drinker. So, what do? You have to go to one of the 41 state-regulated liquor stores in Utah. So, yes, they sell wine only at liquor stores. They're regulated by the state. And the closest liquor store to my apartment is 12 minutes away, which I guess isn't too terrible, but it's bad enough because I mean, who wants to drive 12 miles? Oh, no, sorry, 12 minutes it's 12 minutes. Who wants to drive 12 minutes just to grab a bottle of wine when normally you could just grab a bottle of wine while you're doing your weekly grocery shopping? It's just weird, right? But hey, it is what it is. I mean, I guess maybe I'll just stop drinking wine altogether, even though they'll be sad because I love my wine. Anyway, now without further ado, let's dive into the content of this video. So if you haven't seen any of my previous moving videos, I did one about the move across the country in which I talked a little bit about my pets as well. I will link it down below if you're interested in seeing it. And I also have a video about my an empty apartment tour video. If you're interested in seeing that, I will link it down below as well. So, what is it like to move, to go on a long distance move with your pets? So, I'd say that it's quite different for cats and dogs. They act very differently in general. So please keep in mind that when I talk about cats and dogs in this video, it's a generalization. I am aware that some dogs and some cats are different. But I talk about what the majority of cats and dogs are like, and it's in particular my pets. So dogs, let me start with dogs. So dogs are very usually they like car rides, right? As long as their human is around, they don't mind going to new places that smell different, because dogs are all into new smells. That's exciting for them, right? Dogs like new smells, so they don't mind going on car rides. They don't mind going to new places, to hotels, to, as long as their owner is around, they're fine, right? And that's how my dog Franco is. So with that being said, you don't really, most dogs, for most dogs, you don't have to really prepare a lot or bring a lot. What I brought for Franco was this. So he slept in this little bed here that you can see, right? It's just a little bed. So it was between the two cat carriers on the back seat in my car. So he slept there and he was fine most of the time. We stopped quite frequently, every 2 to 3 hours. We took a break. My daughter and I switched the driving, and that's when Franco went potty. So, of course, what you need when you take your dog outside to potty is a leash, right? And a collar that he's wearing. I have this little container which is antique, so I've had this forever, that holds little bags for his poop, and that's basically what you need. Then you also need like a water bowl. So I had one big water bowl for both my dog and my two cats. They drink out of the same bowl. So water bowl. So every now and then I would give Franco some water in the car because it was really hot while we were driving. So he would drink some water every now and then. He did not eat. Actually, he didn't eat well at all while we were traveling. I think I've talked about this in a previous video. He didn't really eat that well, but I did bring his favorite food, which is kibbles and bits. So this is these are like mini, tiny little pieces for small dogs, and this is the beef and chicken flavor. And Franco likes it because it's a variety of little pieces, and they're a little softer than the regular dry food. So he really loves these. So Franco is an older dog. He doesn't have the best teeth, so he doesn't enjoy eating super dry and hard crunchy food anymore. So I brought this, even though he didn't eat a whole lot. He picked up eating once we moved in the apartment, so he started eating normally again, thank God. Then I also brought some snacks. I have a variety of different snacks, which I got in one of my Bark boxes. I used to be a subscriber to BarkBox, which is a subscription for dogs, as you probably know. And they send you different treats every month. And so I had different treats that I would give him especially after, here, you want one, baby? Yeah, there you go. Especially after we took a break and he went potty. So I rewarded him with a little treat each time. Then I also brought these. This is from Vetri Science. I got this off of Amazon. You don't need a prescription for it. This is a veterinarian recommended brand. It's called Composure, and it's a fast-acting formula designed to promote calm behavior in anxious or stressed dogs. So if your dog seems a little stressed out in the car, you can give him one of these. So this is for all dogs, any kind of dog. And I brought these. Actually, if your dog tends to be anxious, you should give him probably one of these every day, even if there's nothing going on in particular, because it kind of builds up, right? So it's kind of like an antidepressant, a natural antidepressant, which kind of builds up. It takes a while before it starts working. So maybe you can start giving him this or her like a week before your big move, and then also throughout your big move and the first couple of weeks in your new place. I tend to give him these every day because Franco has separation anxiety, and since I started giving him these, it's gotten much better. So he gets these one every day, one of these. So I think that's pretty much all I had for Franco. Now let's move on to the cats. So cats are much different from dogs when it comes to car rides, when it comes to traveling, when it comes to new places, right? Again, I acknowledge that there are cats out there that are different, and maybe you're lucky that you have an adventurous cat who likes to go traveling and on car rides, but most cats don't. So my cat Teddy, I have two cats. Teddy is a 3-year-old male, and he was fine in the car. He didn't say a beep for the entire 30 hours. But he is a little bit on the shyer side, so he is scared, but he was like in this little carrier, and I think he felt pretty safe in it because I don't know. I think he's fine now. I can't really tell any difference since we left South Carolina. He's fine. Ember? Yeah, my cat Ember, that's the black one back there. She's a 6-year-old female. I love her to pieces, but she was a little annoying in the car, to be honest. She cried quite a bit. And I don't know what it was. Every time I turned around and I put my fingers through those holes in the carrier and just touched her a little bit, she was quiet. I mean, that's all she needed, but I couldn't sit like that for 30 hours, right? And just keep poking my fingers through that carrier thing. But yeah, it was hard. So since I didn't know how my cats would do in the car, I asked my vet in South Carolina to prescribe something for Ember, for my cats, both of my cats. I didn't know who was going to have a problem or not. So she gave me this. It's called Alprazolam, 0.25 milligram. Baby, go away, Franco. So, and this is, she said, give half a tablet to 1 full tablet by mouth at least 60 minutes before car travel. Can redose every 12 hours if needed for anxiety. So this is a prescription from the vet for anxiety in cats. So the first day I gave Amber half a tablet, didn't do a thing. Then the second day, I gave her a full tablet. At first, it didn't do a thing, but after a couple of hours, it seemed like she calmed down, which is weird because it really took at least 2 hours before she got quiet. But it seemed like every afternoon she would get quieter anyway. Maybe that's when she had tired herself out, or just she was tired from crying so much. I mean, I felt bad for her. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it was hard. And I did take her out from her carrier occasionally and let her walk around in the car. But I just didn't feel like it was safe to have her roaming around freely while we were driving because just feel like it could be dangerous if they get under your pedals or try to walk across the front and block your view. It's just, you really got to have it under control. So if there's 2 people in the car and one can monitor the cat, then that might work. And but I didn't want to risk it. So whenever we took a break, I took Ember out and just pet her a little bit, gave her a little bit of loving, and that seemed to work. So that was that. And then I had 2 bowls for them. No, they shared the big water bowl with Franco. But Ember likes to drink from the faucet anyway, so I always turn on the faucet in the bathroom. I did that at each hotel where we stayed, and she drinks from there. Then I brought another bowl for their food. So I keep my cat food in this big container. And my cats eat a special pre-kidney disease food because Ember has high levels of creatinine. She's been having this for about 2 years. It's getting worse. She does not have a kidney disease yet, but it's right on the edge to where the level becomes critical. So the vet recommended to start feeding her the pre-stage kidney disease food, dry food. 1 bag costs $50, so it's super expensive, but it lasts a long time. It's 8 pounds. So, and I can feed this food to both cats. It won't hurt the other cat. So that's in here. And my cats, they get, I have a measure cup. This is half a cup. So they get half a cup twice a day. They share half a cup. And so they get a full cup of food per day. half a cup in the morning, half a cup in the evening. And while we were driving in the car, they didn't want to eat anything. I've tried to feed them, no interest. But what I did give them and what they really loved are these, and these are awesome. If your cat likes catnip, and I'm gonna bet that your cat does, these are awesome. These are from Temptations, and they are blissful catnip flavor, under 2 calories per treat, and they love them. They are obsessed with them. Seriously, Teddy, Teddy. Oh, come here. Come here. You want some? Franco likes them too, but they love them. So I would drop a few of these in Amber's I would drop a few of these in Amber's carrier every now and then, and she would be quiet until they were gone. Then she started crying again. But really, if you haven't tried these yet, do it. I ordered also ordered these from Amazon, but I think they're also available in the store. They're awesome. Cats love them. See, my cat, Teddy, he wants more. And I bet you Amber is about to, Amber, hello. Franco, you want some too? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, cats are obsessed with these. So these are catnip treats. What I also had, what I also had for my cats, and they're obsessed with this too, is this banana toy, also from Amazon, which is filled with catnip. Now I don't know if you can see all the bite marks, but my cats love this toy. I know there are lots of catnip toys out there, lots of toys that have catnip in them. For example, these little mice, I have some of these too. And they like them to a certain degree, but they're obsessed with this banana. Now, not so much this one anymore because I think it's already lost some of its flavor. But I buy probably 1 or 2 a month of these because they love it. They're obsessed with it. So yeah, if you haven't tried out this catnip banana, it's called Yeo Catnip. Look how... So yeah, that when I first put this in Amber's carrier, she was quiet for an hour. She was so happy, but you know, it's yeah. What? Franco loves it too, but he's just gonna tear it up and pull out all the catnip, and then I have the mess. Yeah, I need to take it away from him because he's just gonna make a mess. Of course, I also got in previous bark boxes this little thing. They're all squeaky toys, so he has various of these. And he always played with them, not in the car, but in the hotel in the evening when we were done driving for the day. It took us 3 days, by the way, to drive from South Carolina to Utah. But yeah, I had several toys for Franco as well, which I wanted to mention. Now, in terms of cat litter box, so I didn't bring a typical cat litter box. Instead, I used one of those aluminum baking pans, you know, the ones you roast your turkey in, like a really big one. So get one of those at the store and use that as a cat litter box. So I used that, and I reused it for 2 or 3 times. So, and whenever it started looking nasty, I would just dump it and get a new one and pour some cat litter in there. And then after the first use, I would just pick out the dirty things and pour the used cat litter that was left that I wanted to reuse for the next day, pour it back in a bag. And yeah, that's easy because you can just dump it, and yeah. So use one of those pans, those baking pans, the disposable baking pans. In terms of cat litter, I really like this one, and I actually did not buy this from Amazon. I think I bought this at Target. The reason why I like this is because it has a screw top, so it doesn't fall out of the bag. So you want to have it in a closed container, of course, when you have a car travel. And I also like it because it's lightweight, very lightweight. It's clumping cat litter. It's a little scented for freshness. A lot of people don't like scented cat litter because they argue that cats don't like scents, and that's okay. I think they also have this unscented. It says that it's up to 50% lighter than other leading brands. It traps moisture instantly, long-lasting, odor control, and low dust. So this is a really great cat litter. I believe I got this at Target. So if you want to check this out, it's called Up and Up. What else? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you. The carriers I have, because the one that Teddy was in was really cool. I actually got that carrier for Franco a long time ago. But it works for cats too. Cats that are smaller, because it is a smaller carrier. So if you have a smaller and lighter cat, you can use that for him or her. And it's also for cats, since it's not a hard carrier. It's made out of a mesh and some fabric. It should also be only used for cats that don't scratch the sides to get out, because they're going to destroy it if they do that, right? Because there's mesh to it, and I'll show you that. Now, this is the carrier I was just talking about that Teddy was in. It's like you can just very easily hang it over your shoulder and walk around with it. It's really, use it for a lightweight cat. Teddy doesn't weigh a whole lot, even though he looks big, but it's mostly his fur because he's so fluffy. But this carrier, like I said, it has mesh. They can look through it. So I let him, one side is solid here. It's got a little pocket. And so I placed it on the back bench like this, so he could see Franco and Ember through here. It does have a zipper on top, right? So there's a zipper, there's a little soft padding here. And then there's another zipper here on the front that you could use, but I found it easiest to just open up the top zipper, put them in there, flip it, and zip it. So yeah, this is really nice. I love this. And for Ember is pretty heavy. She's actually my heaviest pet. During her last annual checkup, I actually asked the pet, hey, I think she's getting too big. I think she's too heavy. Do you think we need to put her on a diet, or what do you think? Because I think Ember weighs 17 pounds, 16 or 17. That's pretty heavy. But the pet was not concerned. She said some cats are just bigger than others. And Ember is she's very long, but she's not fat. So she's still heavy, right? So I have this heavy, solid carrier. Ember, do you want to come? So she didn't like being in here at all, even though it has all these holes through which she could look. Whenever I turned around, I would put my fingers in there and pet her. A couple of times she bit me and made me scream. That's just the life of a cat lover. And it has this top opening, and I put a little pad in here, a little bed for her, so she has it nice and soft in here. I also use these carriers when I take my pets to the vet. And there's also, of course, a front opening if you want to put her through the front. But I again, with this one as well, I used the top. It was easier to put her in through the top. She's playing with the catnip banana right now. I told you, they love it. Okay, so these were the two carriers. I also got those on Amazon, so I will try to find them again and link them below in the description box. I would really recommend you check out this thing here. So I think it's advertised as a dog carrier, and I can't fit Franco in there. But it's really cool. I love this. That was it. So that was all the equipment I used for my long move with my pets. If you have any questions regarding your upcoming move with your pets, just send me an email or comment down below in the comment section. I'd be happy to answer you if I can. It's really an adventure to move with pets. I was worried. I was really worried. I really don't think I could have done it without the help of my daughter, especially the long drive. Oh my gosh, it was 30 hours of driving, 3 days, 10 hours each. It was long. And now I'm here. I love it, but I'm living in an empty apartment. I got the keys exactly 1 week ago. I have nothing. I have an air mattress, cat tower, and now I have a little table. That's it. So, yeah, that's my life here in Utah. Cheers, my friends. Well, stay tuned for upcoming videos about this area, or even maybe there's an unboxing video coming up soon, or a review video. Who knows what's coming up next? But I just wanted to upload this real quick, and share my ideas here about moving with pets real quick. And I see you in my next video. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye bye.